What is up, fellow nerds, and welcome back to the Dapper Snapper Gaming channel, and welcome back to Wi-Fi Wednesday. That's right, another week, another team, another battle, and hopefully another win. Now this week I wanted to show off an item that is pretty much never used in competitive, and those are protective pads. Now if you've never seen protective pads before, I don't blame you. They are a very not used item. But what they do is they protect you from adverse effects of making contact with the opponent. So think iron barbs, you think Rocky helmet, anything like that. It protects you from that. So we're gonna be sitting at 1 HP using Endure Reversal. With this thing, Reversal gets to 200 base power if you are at 1 HP, which is absolutely nuts on a Blaziken, especially after a Swords Dance or two, which is going to be helped by Klefki with some screens. So that helps out a lot to give us a little bit of bulk, get a little bit stronger, get those speed boosts off. And then we've got Tapu Lele to set up the terrain. That keeps away any kind of sucker punches, shadow sneaks, anything like that from picking off that 1 HP. We've got some rocks to break sashes. We've got a Kyurem to help with a Toxapex, and then a Choice Scarf Ditto to deal with setup. So really cool team built by MV. MV is an absolutely amazing content creator. He builds all kinds of meme teams, difficult to use teams at times, but really, really cool teams. So we've got mostly Trick Room here. We've got a Toxapex. We've got a Ferrothorn, which, you know, is kind of a big threat here. But dealing with this team, we're gonna need some damage on Hatterene. We're gonna need to get a lot of damage off on Toxapex, if not get rid of it. Arcanine could be rough because of Intimidate. And then Swoobat's really fast, so we're gonna need several speed boosts in order to deal with it. But Blaziken can do some work here, I think. Blaziken can do quite a bit of work. We've got to be careful leading Aerodactyl though, just because Hatterene could very easily lead. I'm gonna lead Kyurem because Aerodactyl is the usual lead. Yeah, I'm gonna lead Kyurem. Kyurem matches up against pretty much all of his team really, really well, so I will take it. It's a pretty awesome mon. So make sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe if you haven't already. We are on the way to 200 subscribers and we're getting there. We're really close. We have a really good time on our streams. We stream on Sunday nights at 6. We actually get a Toxapex lead, even better, actually. I am totally cool with this lead. Yeah, I'm totally cool with this lead. And I click freeze dry. I don't care if you stay in or not. Freeze dry? This is Specs. Yeah, Toxapex can live that, but not well. Toxic, that's fine. Toxic spikes were the worst case scenario there. If my opponent had clicked Toxic spikes, you know, Blaziken's run is over. But just regular Toxic, especially on Kyurem where it's gonna be very in and out like this, that's fine. I just click this again. Getting Toxapex low like that is really good. Obviously, Regenerator is a thing. Okay, goes for Baneful Bunker, that's fine. Honestly, I really don't mind. Because I want to keep this Toxapex as low as I possibly can. Obviously, Regenerator is going to heal it back up next time it comes in, as long as my opponent doesn't just give it to me now. If my opponent gives this to me now, then, you know, we're sitting pretty, but I have a feeling my opponent's not going to, but I don't want to give my opponent a free switch. That's basically the whole gist, right? I can't allow a free switch here. Yep, goes into Pharaoh. Okay, makes sense. Makes a lot of sense. We get a little bit of damage off on this. Ooh, you are physically defensive. So Toxapex is especially defensive, Ferrothorn is physically defensive. These things make sense. These things make a lot of sense, and we are getting out of here with Kyurem. Definitely going to be useful later. And it's going to set up rocks on me. Is there anything I can really do about that? I mean, I can just go Blaziken and just fire off a Fire Punch and reveal my protective pads. Although Arcanine could be Flash Fire. Thing is, we don't know if Arcanine's Flash Fire or not. Goes for Leech Seed actually and misses. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. Arcanine is most likely going to be Intimidate on this kind of a squad. But I don't know, man. I don't know. It could be either way. I'm gonna click Fire Punch. It's goes for Protect. Okay. Just getting some lefties back. So it is just gonna be Leech Seed Protect. This team is very bulky, which, you know, works really well online because of the unfortunate 20-minute timer. If you also dislike the 20-minute timer, make sure to tune in on Friday because I will be talking a lot about that in Friday's video. So yeah, make sure you're tuned into that. Withdraws Ferrothorn. Goes into Arcanine. So that seems to indicate that it is Flash Fire. Nope, it's Intimidate. Okay. Good to know. Good to know for later. Yeah, that does about -0. I'm pretty sure that would be considered -0 damage. But yeah, we can get out of here and save this for later. This is absolutely going to be useful later. Can go Aerodactyl here pretty easily, I think. Can't set up rocks just because of the Hatterene. The Hatterene can come in at any time and block setting up rocks. So I do have to be really careful about that. Goes for Flamethrower. That checks out. This thing's probably just a really bulky set. This team just looks really, really fat, which is, you know, part of it. I'm going to click Stone Edge. That hurts this. That catches Hatterene coming in. Ferrothorn, actually. I can taunt this. And we missed. All right. But I'm going to click Taunt, and that shuts this thing down. But yeah, this is going to be a really stally game. My opponent is bringing the scum team here. So basically, the idea of this kind of a team on Wi-Fi is to just get all your health back and then win with timer, which is not fun to play against. Just being honest, it is not fun to play against. So it has to click an attacking move now. But I have a feeling it's gonna switch. What do you switch into on Aerodactyl? I'm gonna go Kyurem here, actually. I'm assuming you're gonna switch, seeing how it's probably like most of your set, if not all of your set, is non-damaging moves. Yep, I see the switch into Umbreon. Okay, not what I expected, but not the worst thing either. Toxapex is still a big problem. Obviously I still have Lele as well to help deal with that. I'm gonna fire off a Draco. Again, Umbreon going for Protect. This team is ridiculous. Like, everything has Protect. Everything is Stall. So basically, I now have to assume that every time my opponent can click Protect, my opponent is going to click Protect. Pretty much. I think that's a pretty safe bet. Although my opponent, like... I'm gonna go Aerodactyl. My opponent has not switched in Hatterene yet, so my opponent does not seem scared of Stealth Rocks at all. So I'm guessing that I can set Stealth Rocks, and my opponent is going to allow me to do that. Yep, Wish. And now it's just gonna Protect. I swear, if you go Hatterene here... Nope, okay, we get Rocks up. Okay, so that worked out. Goes for the Foul Play. We live on a fake Sash, alright. I'm gonna taunt so it can't Wish, Protect, any of that anymore. We're not doing that. Yeah, goes for Foul Play again. So my thing is, against a Hatterene, we have to be at +4. And even then, it's still a roll to take it out with Blaziken. which is, you know, scary, obviously. I'll go Lele here. So as far as needing the terrain, I don't think we need the terrain. I think the terrain pretty much, there's no priority on my opponent's team. We're just gonna need screens and we're gonna need a chance to set up. That's pretty much it. I'm gonna click Focus Blast here. It covers a Ferrothorn switch in. Yep. So we make that prediction. Please hit. Come on. Of course we don't hit. That would have been so clutch. I'm going for it again. I don't even care. I'm going for it again. I deserve to hit that. Facing a team like this, I deserve to hit these. Thank you. Does this KO? This should be physically defensive. It does. Okay, that's one thing out of the way. Not that it was an issue for Blaziken, but it's out of the way. We're good. We're good. That's one big wall out of the way. Goes into swoop at. Okay. I don't like that, but it takes rocks damage, so I'm good with that. So if this thing starts setting up, we've got Ditto, so I'm not too concerned about it. I'm going Klefki. Klefki can handle this. I don't really think there's much that this thing can do to a Klefki. Yep, stored power with no boosts, and you're off the ground, so you don't get the psychic terrain boost either. So this is fine. We could start spreading some yellow magic here. I don't want to do it to Umbreon, although it really doesn't make a difference, does it? We're going to go ahead and light screen here. Yeah, we see the switch. What's your switch into this? Arcanine? That makes sense. As you're taking rocks damage every time, which is only fantastic for me. But like I said, at +4, we've got a chance. We've got an 87% chance to Oko a Hatterene with Fire Punch. Toxapex. I'm assuming that it's specially defensive. +4 isn't going to do enough. We would need +6 to deal with Toxapex. Even specially defensive. On this, we're going to see a Flamethrower. Makes a lot of sense. Go back into Blaziken here. I don't think there's anything a defensive Arcanine is going to do to a Blaziken, especially since it's special. So we can go into this pretty safely. Will-O-Wisp, perfect. Totally perfect. So what is your switch in here? I'm gonna Swords Dance here, but I'm not committing to it. I want to see what my opponent has for this. Morning Sun. That's fine. This is free setup for me, though. So that's actually totally fine. We're gonna get our speed boost off. If I can get to +6, then we can sweep the team. I'm going for it again. Unless this thing doesn't have extreme speed. Not on a bulky set. Flamethrower, you do that. Yeah, I'm behind light screen. It's gonna take a lot more to deal with me. I'm going to +6. My opponent's letting me set up to +6. This might be the time that we sweep. Flamethrower again. That's fine. I'm gonna let you keep hitting me. That's fine. Weirdness disappeared, but this is the only thing that even gets priority, as far as I'm aware, and we're outspeeding everything on the team now. So I'm clicking reversal here. Boop. It's not gonna kill because we're not low enough HP. It's very weak, but it gets stronger the less HP we have. The danger is Toxapex. Toxpex is still very dangerous. Basically, I need to get hit with a Scald, and it needs to not recover. See, that does so much more as it goes for Morning Sun. That's fine. So we're at +6. We can put that in our calc here. To a specially defensive Toxapex, we 2-hit KO it with Fire Punch. So that's kind of crazy. But we're clicking reversal here every time. And I just need damage on me. Now, I don't know, does protective pads work on its protecting move? Because that's contact, right? Does it work on Baneful Bunker? I don't know that. Alright, I'm clicking Fire Punch. It goes for Baneful Bunker. We're about to find out. We're about to find out. Does protective pads help us here? It does! Let's go! Let's go! Okay, protective pads actually coming in clutch here. It's in range of Fire Punch. We click it. Let's go! Wait, does it KO? It does not. Oh no, it clicks recover. Oh no. Okay, so it's got some physical bulk in there. It's got a little bit of physical bulk, unfortunately. Ooh. Yeah, this thing's gonna be able to stall us out. Goes for Baneful Bunker again. Okay, we're gonna have to switch it up. So I'm going to bait out another Baneful Bunker. It's probably gonna recover again. I don't know that we're gonna get another chance to set up to +6, unfortunately. But I'm going hard Lele here on the next recover. Wow, that could have been it. That could have been it. That was a roll, though. I think we had a chance to KO. It just depends on how much defense this thing had on it. I think it's got a little bit of Fizz Def. Unfortunate. Yeah, on the recover. That makes sense. Alright, so Toxpex is back up to full, but we've got some answers for it still. I'm assuming that Umbreon comes in here. I'm gonna click Moonblast. Predicting Umbreon. I don't want to miss, because I always miss. But right now we're still winning against Stall, which is kind of nuts to me. Comes in, is that Hatterene? Yep, okay. We might lower its special attack, which is awesome. I'm all for that. Boop. Lower it. Didn't get it. Okay, that's fine. But what do you do to me? Again, Kyurem's super clutch, but it being poisoned is not great. If it sets up Trick Room, that's really bad. But I don't have a way to stop it. And if I go Kyurem here and then lose Drainicus, okay. Yeah, if I go Kyurem there, I lose. I can't sack Kyurem. If Kyurem goes down, we definitely lose. I mean, I could Calm Mind War this thing, but it's also Wi-Fi, and I don't want to do that. And I'm lowering your special attack, so... Okay, so Mystical Fire, trying to also lower my special attack. But you didn't heal anything that time. So I KO you next turn. Could go Toxapex here. If my opponent's really real. No, gives me Hatterene. Okay. Okay, so no more Hatterene, which is great. But again, Toxapex is our biggest issue. Lele is still a good check to everything on the team. And we've got Stealth Rocks up as well. Swoobat comes in. You're going to take rocks again. I'm all for that. I'm going to save this. And Klefki, easiest switch. I don't have to worry about the yellow magic getting bounced back, although if it goes into Umbreon, then it gets shot back to me. Goes for Calm Mind. Okay. But again, I can foul play this. I can just foul play this. Yeah, goes for another one. That's fine. And again, you're also setting up... Do you realize how much pain you're going to be in if I come into... if I go into Ditto? Well, you've got Umbreon still. Umbreon prevents a sweep. It's also weakness policy. That's funny. That's really funny. I can't T-Wave it, but I can Light Screen. But I mean, Ditto just shuts this thing down entirely, so I'm not concerned about it. Even if it Dynamaxes, I really don't care. You're actually going to be doing less if you Dynamax, because you lose the stored power boost. So I'm totally fine with that. Yeah, you have like no HP. So I'm totally cool with it. We're gonna get the light screen off. Not that it's gonna really make a huge difference, seeing how this thing's like +6. But it's fine, it's fine. Airstream, it's fine. I really don't mind that. So, and that's the whole thing, is like all these boosts don't matter when you have a Ditto. So I'm gonna T-Wave here. Boop. So yeah, I think we could have actually beaten this opponent, but again, the 20-minute timer is really bad, and it needs to be changed. It really needs to be changed, and we're gonna be talking about that in Friday's video. So I'm telling you, you need to check out Friday's video because it's got some good stuff in it. So now we just go Ditto. So yeah, I don't care here because you've just given me all of those boosts and I sweep you, I reverse sweep you. So you Dynamaxed already. So yeah, I've got everything I need to sweep. So yeah, I can just Airstream here. And then I sweep the rest of the team. So yeah, Ditto sweeps there. My opponent just kind of forgetting about Ditto. You can't forget about Ditto. You absolutely cannot forget about Ditto. And Blaziken could have had that if we got the roll. I think my opponent had just a little bit of Fizz Def. If my opponent didn't have that physical defense, we had a chance to KO. But I think unfortunately, it had a little bit of physical defense investment, and so we weren't able to KO it. But we will end with a Ditto sweep. Ditto will absolutely go ham through my opponent's team. And we beat Stall, which is fantastic. I love beating Stall, especially at its own game. We were able to outstall the Stall. We still have quite a few of our mons. Yeah, we still have 4. My opponent has 2. And we would have just O-coded. I mean, look at these boosts. Look at this. Look at look at those boosts. That's ridiculous. That's absolutely ridiculous, and exactly the way that I wanted to end the episode. So yeah, we click Max Airstream. We knock this out. We can click the Psychic type move to knock out Toxapex. Game's over. You don't bring Stall because we win. So anyway, guys, that's going to be our battle. So Protected Pads Blaziken. The Protected Pads did something. It stopped us from taking damage from Baneful Bunker, which is amazing. And I think it's pretty cool. I think it obviously has a lot more potential than what I was able to show in this battle. But it also shows you don't bring Stall. It shows you that you get reverse swept if you start setting up when there's a Ditto in the back. And yeah, it just showed a pretty awesome team. So again, make sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe if you are new. And subscribe, of course, if you do not like the 20-minute battle timer, because we're going to be talking about that on Friday in another rant video. I think that you guys will really enjoy it. There's some other stuff, but the timer is our main point of contention that we're going to be talking about on Friday, and so I hope that you guys will stick around and watch that. So I hope you all have an amazing week. Tomorrow is Thanksgiving, and so I hope you all have an amazing time. Blaziken, obviously being a burnt little turkey, fits the description, so I think that it helps out a lot. So I hope you guys have an amazing Thanksgiving, and we'll see you Friday for another video. Stay safe out there. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.